Kumquat.
Cookie! I started it differently than I would if this was a 3.0 meeting.
True.
Ooh.
This is true.
I can't
Wholesome for Temporal.
wait for Mel's commercial. You gonna do sharks as well?
If I'm allowed, I will do mine. I will do Shars, and I will include the Rainbow, the Alphabet Mafia.
I can hear voices.
Excellent.
That can either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the context. I'm just saying.
What if I hear myself and others in my head?
That's normal, and you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Well, just strike up a conversation. You might learn something.
Oh, everybody's saying hi.
I've always heard that if you answer yourself, that's when you have to worry.
No, it's when somebody you
then
don't
I'm in a lot of
recognize
trouble.
answers. That's the problem.
Hey, I talk to myself all of the time because sometimes that's the only adult speaking I get all day.
Yeah, I say that a similar line myself. I say, you know, somebody will ask me, "Are you talking to yourself?" It's like, well, yes, I am. Some days it's the only way to have an intelligent conversation.
I talk to
So,
Shark when he comes home from work.
We're going to go ahead and get started. It's 9 p.m. Central Time, and if you are new here, welcome to the Temporal Sword FC meeting.
Woo!
This is done on the first Saturday of the month at 9 p.m. Central Time. This is notwithstanding any holidays. I can't talk like Dectorus, but if Dectorus ever wanted to say, not counting holidays and or not full weekends, I can't do it like him, but it would be that. So that's the disclaimer. And as you know, like, we dress in yellow. It's a temporal tradition that started, which we'll get into the Chocobo dying later in the meeting. There is no sign up for the meeting. I hope that person's listening on Twitch, but there's no sign up for the meeting. You just listen. Okay, so first we're going to go over the introductions, and the introductions are going to start with me. Then they're going to transition to the legacy officers who help me oversee all the sword FCs, and then to the sword officers and the temporal sword. So, hello, I am Saturn Return. I'm your FC leader. I do not like Desert Yellow, and that is why everybody trolls me about it. I like to run the large social events. I like to do the FC meetings, the bigger projects that we do in the FCs. My favorite dungeon is Sastasha. I love to run Sastasha with the new little sprouts that just joined the game. It's so much fun to see them start out at MMO and get to meet people from all over the world, from different countries and just different time zones, different walks of life that I like. So that's a little bit about me. So I'm going to pass this off to your very own legacy officer, Kamed, when he is ready.
Hello, I am Kamed. I am dressed up as the Chocobo Keeper because we have so many Chocobos in this FC. So just thought it was fitting. I am one of the officers who runs a good amount of the minigames. I also am one of the officers who likes to take lots of pictures if I am free during events. And just in general, I am an Omni Crafting Gatherer, so if you need anything gathered or crafted, please do not hesitate to ask. I just might need a little bit of time because I am usually taking care of a baby. So, yeah, and I'm going to pass it off to Perry.
Hello everyone, it's me, Perry Pennington, doing my Telltale Heart cosplay. I do several things around the FC. I do administrative tasks like inactivity removals, activity checks to see how we do population-wise compared to other top FCs on the server. I farm prizes for you guys. I co-host the FC Glam contest with none other than Saturn Return. The next theme is going to be I'm blue. If I were green, I would die. A blue theme, basically. I've put together recently a super epic ninja technology squad comprised of Sword FC members to help me update and maintain swordfc.com, which we will be showcasing a lot today in this meeting. I'm a Discord moderator. If you need help with Discord, let me know. And I'm a raider, so if you need tips on Dragoon or Warrior or Scholar, I'm happy to help. I stream sometimes on this channel, at the twitch.tv/swordfc, and shortly we'll be starting up our Dungeons and Dragons game that I DM along with some of the Legacy officers and Saturn. So check it out when that gets going again. Pass it off to Techno.
Hello, everybody. I'm Techno. I am the Legacy Officer for Fallen Sword. That's the 5.0. Cap 0.0, best 0.0. Also, I am a Omnicrafter. I'm a White Mage and a Dark Knight. So if you have any questions about those two classes, I'd be more than happy to help with that. I'm very much into the glam and the lore of the game. I host an monthly event that's called Text Glam Jam, which you could possibly win an entire glam makeover with me, and then a photo shoot with your actual resident Komet, who actually helps me with that. I really just enjoy doing the glam stuff. Anybody ever had any questions about stuff, where items come from, that kind of thing, I'm always welcome. I'm always more than happy to help with that kind of stuff. It's really my favorite part of the game. I pretty much just like to do anything. Really like to run maps. I'm part of the D&D group that Perry was talking about as well, and just kind of help wherever I need it. And I'm going to pass it off to Hugga.
Hi, I'm Hugga Cactus. I am the Legacy Officer for Mortal Sword, also known as 1.0. I like to run maps a lot. I love to gather. I work on many of the gathering projects for the FC because I'm an Omni Gatherer. I do administrative work behind the scenes, and I also am a Discord moderator. And I'll pass it back to Saturn.
Thank you. And then we also have the sword officers. Perry, if you want, while they're talking, you can show on the website where you can find the profiles as well for the officers that we have if you're ever looking to ask a question. And so, Allie, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'm Allie Ray. Some of you know me. I do run a joint map party with Robin. We were doing it on Mondays, but we are going to have to find an alternate either time or day. And we would like to also start back up our fate parties. And it can be any type of fates you guys want to do or people need. And we also need to find a really good time for that as well.
And who do you pass it off to?
Kofa?
Hi, I'm Tofa. I run the lotto for the FC. I also activate the FC buffs that you see every morning that get done. And they're incredibly helpful, especially the one that we have going every day of the week, which is Heat of Battle 2, and then on weekends, Heat of Battle 3, which gives you an overall experience boost. I also take care of the chocobos and the gardens, and I do some other behind the scenes stuff and help out with the cafe. And I will pass it off to Ayami.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Ayami here. I am responsible for doing mount farms for Temporal. It's more focused for Temporal, so that people that are kind of scared to try trials or raids, I run them through those kind of simple stuff. And also I am responsible for shenanigans, such as as you can see, the bird, the chicken, little chicken nuggets. We are we just wanted to kind of troll a little bit in here, kind of like a kid version of like the chocobos, and it'd be like a fun little thing that we do in the meetings. And I'll pass it to Salty.
Hello everyone, I am Salted Allspice, though everyone calls me Salty or Salty. I am an officer as well. I am an Omni Crafter and Gatherer, still getting my Pentavalence worked up, but I can pretty much craft most anything anyone's going to need, and Gatherer as well if you need it. I run the Sword Art Contest, which is for all 5 FCs, not just Temporal. I'll get on that in a bit later. and my current high level character is or class is Dragoon, and I'm working on getting some other stuff built up to able to help with other things. And I think I'll pass it along to Michelle.
What is it? Is it Chocobo point oh or is it Bard point oh? Maybe it's both. Anyway, I do quite a bit of things. I like to chat. I'm on Discord. I'm usually up in the morning trying to get people out of bed. For goodness sake, stop staying up till 2:30 in the morning each day. You
No.
are going to wear me out. Anyway, I do Breakfast Club on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Sunday. I also like to raid. The other day, you guys helped out my Dragoon. I try not to floor tank, but sometimes that happens. And I was just really excited by the wonderful people I got to party with last week. So I like to raid. I like to do the mount farms. One of these days, I'm going to jump into Ayami's farm and maybe get that extra dog I don't have or that bird I need. But I do just about anything that I can to help this FC and help other FCs. I'll do roulettes with you. If you need a healer, yes, I can heal. Believe it or not, I don't tank though. I don't have a grown up tank yet. But if you need some DPS, I'm your man. I can also dance a little bit. As you can see, I am busting a move up here. Um, and that's about it for me. I guess I ought to throw this back
To
to
Dectress.
Dectorus. Where are you, Dectorus? Get ready, guys. Get ready for Dect. He's here.
Hey, I'm Dr. Zagra, your 4.0 Paladin. I love the Golden Saucer, tanking, and raiding. Currently, I'm smashing my way through Phase 2 of E12S and Deliberum Regine Savage. I run the Gilded Scabbard, which is a fun and relaxing social event at the Golden Saucer. I like to hang out with people and talk in voice chat, so come and say hi to me on Discord.
Yay! Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go over some reminders under Sword Services. This is also at swordfc.com on our website that you're looking at on the Twitch stream. So we have, let's go to Crystal Shards and Clusters that Perry chose. Okay, so he's like my slideshow person here. We're trying this as a new thing, and I'm kind of ad-libbing this whole format, so bear with me this weekend. So crystal shards and clusters, we give these out to anybody that's looking to level your crafters. If you're wishing to do that, just ask an officer and we can give you a couple hundred at a time. It is free. We get them from our airships. We can grow them in our gardens if need be. We have donations from people as well that give them to us to help out. So if you're looking to level and need crystal shards or clusters, just ask and we can give you a few hundred at a time. Another thing that we do is, Perry, what's coming up next? We got Chocobo dying, which is the favorite. So as you may know, a typical Chocobo starts off as a very ugly and not majestic color of desert yellow. But if you would like to change it into a beautiful color that is not desert yellow, then you may do so by asking for fruit that we grow in our very own gardens, and we will be happy to give you the fruit so that you may stable it here at our FC stables and change it into a color that you may desire, which is not
Desert yellow.
Not deep desert yellow. We also
But yellow,
have
best color ever.
we also have Perry. Go ahead. Whichever, just pick one and I'll go into it. I'll talk about all of it. Okay, gardening services. We have a watering service. The watering service is provided to you if you would like us to water your plants. We may do that for you and we can add you to the list. Or if you want to volunteer your plots to somebody here in the FC to use because you're not using your plots, we can use that to help grow the fruit, the Thavnarian onions, the minion plants. Like, there's tons of things that we could use the gardens for. So either way, if you want to take the watering service to your advantage by us going to your house and watering your plants, or by volunteering your plots for us to garden there to help the FC. Those are all options. This is going to be a list here where you can see if your plants are ready to be harvested or ready for picking, or if they've been watered, or if they are about to die. It will be listed there too. I mean, they shouldn't be died, but it is a volunteer driven service where you can subscribe, and if Will is in the channel, she could talk about the gardening kits. Is Will here still?
Yeah,
Oh, there she is.
So I offer the gardening kits where you can sign up. It's pinned on the housing channel. Basically, you let me know what kind of seeds you would like. We have a list of seeds that we offer or crops that we offer, and I give you the seeds, I give you soil, and fertilizer as well.
Yes, and you can stop by the booth as well at Sword Cafe, where Orion will be there, and he will be happy to talk to you about this as well. Go ahead. Perry's like, I don't know which one to go to. I mean, we were trying a new format out with the meetings, so. All right, Skyrider Taxi, is Sel here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you can talk about your stuff.
Oh, yes. Skyrider Taxi. It is an idea that I had some time ago and eventually got off the ground, so to speak. The aether currents are always such a pain to get because even though they put them somewhat near the lines that you would go for your main story quest, it's really hard to remember to actually hit that compass. So in order to help with that, I took some I made some maps, notated them, got the aether current numbers listed out to give assistance. That you can find that in Discord and the game guides under pins. And as far as the taxi service itself, we have many volunteers, which I would not be able to do this without their assistance. We get if when you need aether currents, you can get a hold of one of us. We get you into a party, get our multi-seat mount out, and you tell us which numbered greens you need in a particular zone, and we very quickly can drive you around, get you your aether currents, and get you your wings.
Yes, and if you are wanting to commission to have your aether currents done by us to taxi you around, you just go to the commissions channel of Discord at Taxi Commissions, I think you mentioned, but just to reiterate, at Taxi Commissions is the tag in commissions channel. And a taxi service rider or driver will message you. Is Rihanna still here? No, she took a break, I think. Okay. So, what is the fashion report? So, each week, the Golden Saucer hosts a fashion report in the Golden Saucer for a currency by the name of MGP for short. They can display their knowledge of this fashion and glamour by showcasing the glam that they have put on due to various hints. An NPC called the Masked Rose allows players to guess on and get the highest possible count for their outfit. The judging period starts on actually Tuesday. It should say Tuesday. But on Fridays is whenever we put the MGP buff up and we will begin handing out the fashion kits. The times are listed below here when we give you a fashion kit, which is basically we're just solving the riddle for you. There's a riddle that's given out every single week and it changes by the game, but we're going to solve the riddle for you if you just don't have time, and we will give you the answers on your character that you then you then take commence space. You then take to the Golden Saucer and turn in for MGP. Now, MGP is the currency at the Golden Saucer that you can use to buy emotes, glams, bardings, hairstyles, mounts. There's all kinds of things. The angel wings that you can get that are really pretty. The bee's knees dance. There's a lot of really, really cool things you can get from MGP. So if you come and get a fashion kit every single week and you turn it in, you're easily over the weeks. We're literally just solving the riddle and giving you the most MGP you can get like outside of the cact pot or whatever that you can build this up and get that big cactus mount that's like super shiny. It's very beautiful. So yeah, that's the fashion kit giveaway. That's also handed out at the Sword Cafe tonight if you're wanting that. Following this meeting, actually. And then we have the Sword Cafe. So speaking of that, the Sword Cafe will be following this meeting, so literally in 40 minutes. And we have this every Saturday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time, and every Monday from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Time. It is not here at this FC house if you're new. It is located at our event venue, which is like only for the cafe, decorated for that, in the Goblet, Ward 6, Plot 30, which is listed here on the stream. The Sword Cafe, we give out HQ raiding food, 10 servings of raid food or 10 servings of grade 4 tinctures. We also give out those are the raid foods, and then we also give out leveling food as well. If you're a new person and you're just leveling, we have some nice coffee, biscuits with espresso cone pane. So we have got that, some other things there too. And then we also have stuff for our crafters and gatherers, such as crab cakes and chili crab, along with the dressings of commanding, cunning, competent syrup or cordials if you are a gatherer. You can come on Saturdays and Sundays, so you can literally come both days and get things for yourself. And we offer the fashion kits there. We have minion giveaways. We have the garden booth. We have a booth that your very own Brill and Trangeria run, and they hand out books for Master Crafter books as well as page 63 minions because they're really cute books and they hand out books so it goes along. We have a booth where we do crafting. If you bring the mats, they'll craft whatever it is that you bring the mats for. We have a housing booth where we give out housing items if you already have a house, like food to lay down to keep in your house, beaver burgers, things like that. We have a chocobo booth where we hand out barding, Stavnarian onions, fruit to dye your chocobos, and just like any questions you have about the dyeing will be provided there too. So it's like also a social mixer. It's only 1 hour twice a week to just kind of like come meet other sorties, listen to Bria and the band play. Bobsicle, he's a regular. I know like Lisette comes all the time, Althania comes all the time. There's a lot of bards that come regularly. So I know I'm not naming all of them. There's a lot of them. But they'll play, and it's really nice to listen to their music. So definitely come to Sword Cafe right after this meeting because we're headed right there. Okay. We'll go ahead and go into the other Sword Officer events now, because go to the event calendar if you can. And the event calendar here on our website will tell you that's synced to your time zone. So Perry's time zone is Eastern time. In the bottom right corner, you can see that it says Eastern time. However, when you pull this up on your website or on your browser, it's going to sync to your time no matter what country you're in or where you're from. So you can see the different events, who's hosting them, and what they are. And we have a lot. So if you want, mounts, we got mount farms like Ayame was talking about. We have Michonne's Breakfast Club, which he'll talk about, and we have like all kinds of things. So this is where you would need to go if you're trying to figure out when or what you want to do. So, Michonne, do you want to talk about Breakfast Club?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Breakfast Club, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. We go for 2 hours. You have three choices. You have 80s baits. You have roulettes, which can be raids. You also have 80s maps. Now, generally, and most people know this, it's your choice. And what we usually get are maps, and that's great. We love to do maps. It is kind of our jam. But we also have decided to try and go back to Flashback Fridays, and that means level 70s maps. To my knowledge, we're the only organized event that does 70s maps right now. And so we made that available on Fridays, and it's become very popular. We also have started, I guess, a couple of months ago, doing map parties on Sunday. And these are basically for folks who have come to me or whispered me or DM'd me and asked me if there's anything that we can do, maybe, and have some type of map event on the weekends for people that work on the weekdays. And they've really heard about some of the fun we've had. They've seen our pictures in maps, and they really wanted to be a part of it. And I decided to go ahead and do that. And so we've opened up Sunday mornings, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. And same thing, we do the choices. I don't always put the same pictures up. I sometimes I'll do a little RPing with the story plot to kind of get people interested in coming in and doing that. A little thematic, but not always. We have a lot of regulars, a lot of people from Temporal, but we also have people from all 5 FCs, which I really enjoy. So come on out and be a part of Breakfast Club. Be a part of a family of friends who really enjoy it. Yeah, we make a little money, but there are times when it's just fun, uh, frolicking and having a little bit of fun. Okay, I'm going to throw this to Dectorus, and you guys need to brace yourselves because this is going to be amazing.
Make sure your ears are ready.
Hey, it's me again, Dr. Zager from Temporal 4.0. I run an event called the Guild of Scabbard where I run around with others doing gates for MGP. Gates are unique fates at the Golden Saucer that run every 20 minutes where you play minigames and win MGP. Between running the gates, we race chocobos. If you've never raced a chocobo before, well, then you're in for the ride of a lifetime. It's super easy, lots of fun, and everyone is welcome. We hang out in the Gilded Scabbard voice chat and just chill and talk while racing and participating in gates. Sometimes we talk about in-game stuff. Or sometimes at midnight we start thinking about snacks and I start talking about food and make people hungry for no reason. We take a quick break in the middle of the event to hit up the fashion report for that sweet 66k MGP. That's right, on Fridays, you can get those free fashion kits, and you get an extra 6k from that FC jackpot buff. And yes, we get extra MGP for gates, racing, and cackpots because of the buff. My event runs every Friday at 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. Can you go the distance in the leap of faith, make the cut in the slices right, join late, leave early, stay for 2 hours, or bail after 2 minutes? Ping me in-game on Discord, hit me up in voice chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's make that MGP rain and get all those mounts, minions, and glams. The Guild Scabbard is not responsible for lost catpot scratchers, bent triple triad cards, bad chocobo racing weather, too many Rothgars in Leap of Faith, server ticks in the slices right, or direct correlations between retired chocobos and the price of smoked chicken. Also, in addition to the usual Gilded Scabbard stuff, my co-host Lilia Pink Fox is teaching people about getting the most out of your racing chocobo and has started hosting a chocobo racing tournament. So keep your eyes peeled and your chocobos preened and win, win, win.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Fantastic.
Oh gosh. He can't breathe. Okay, so we also have Apollo's Ariki Tiki Tavern, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm the officer intern, college student extraordinaire, Apollo Tormera, so you may call me Polly. I run the Ricky Tiki Tavern RP event every Friday from 6:30 to 8:30 Eastern Central Time. Schoolwork permitting, because it's gotten a little bumpy here. We travel around Erosia and we journey into a different side of the story, and we're experiencing new things. Right now, we're traveling through Kugane and the surrounding areas and learning a little bit of a different side about the Far East. So hop on in, don't need any experience. I'll tell you all that you need to know, and I'll be happy to see you along. And let's ride a tail together.
Yeah. Thank you. And then Tofa, do you want to talk about your map party?
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Tofa again. I run Wednesday night map parties from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we just run level 80 maps. They fill up really fast, so I've actually been considering getting a second person to help me out since they fill up so fast. But yeah, so I run maps on Wednesday nights, and so I make a post every Wednesday afternoon at noon on Eastern Time. So be on the lookout for when I make my announcements.
Thanks. And then, Kmed, do you want to talk about all the just like an overview of the mini games?
I'll do an overview of the minigames. We have lots and lots of minigames, guys. So if you're ever tired of those DPS queues, please go ahead and look through the minigames. If you click the fat cat under the roles and assignments, you will be pinged when minigames are announced. We have lots of different ones. We have Who's That NPC, Time Attack, Wandering Warrior Light, Hide and Seek Challenge, Parkour Challenge, Stars Fishing Extravaganza, and then we have 2 other ones that are usually monthly or bi-monthly, the Glam Contest Screenshot and the Sword Artist Online. So for the weekly minigames or the bi-weekly minigames, we issue a challenge and we ask you to do a screenshot of when you have done said challenge and put in the respective game with the number 1 through 999, and whoever's the closest will usually win a prize, usually around 500k. Might change up every now and then depending on the game, or if it's bi-weekly, it might be a little bit more.
And you can let Cell or Salty talk about theirs since they're here too when you get to those.
Sounds fantastic. Yeah, mine are pretty self-explanatory. I have Time Attack. I pick a dungeon or trial. You beat it. Hide and Seek. Find the location. Take a screenshot there. And Parkour Challenge I usually make at my house, and you just have to get to the end, take a picture, and put it there. We'll go ahead and go to Wandering Warrior Light. So, Cell, if you want to take it over.
Sure. Yeah, Wandering Warrior of Light is somewhat similar to the hide and seek game, except instead of only looking for a particular location, you're also looking for certain key elements at that location to have in the shot to be able to qualify for the various prizes. There's also the story that is, you're using to go words. To borrow Hugs say. The beginning of it is actually a journal entry, which I write up and use those clues in the journal entry to find both the location and the key items. Once the first person has the appropriate screenshot up, it makes it very much easier for anybody else coming behind because they now have a visual reference to go by. I occasionally put out special bonus prizes, such as this last week. So just, I hope that you will find it in your hearts to participate and take a little bit of a boost into your wandering spirit and find all those clever little nooks and crannies in the game.
And Salty, did you want to talk about yours anymore? I know your mic kind of goes in and out, so I'm not sure.
Oh, does it? Let's see if I can fix that at some point.
I can hear it okay now.
Okay. Well, I do the the Sword Artist Online contest. It's a monthly contest. We'll pick a theme. Last month was love. We had 13 entries. And this month is spring. Sorry. But anyway, the way it basically works is for the more entries we have, the better the contest get. The more, the better the
prizes.
the better the prizes get, the more winners we have, and we basically just want you to create art that's like it can be a short story, it can be a picture, something along those lines that will fit the theme. Each month is going to be judged by 3 of us. That will be me, Begone Thought, who's over here in the corner, looking very. I honestly don't know how to describe Begone right now. Chocobo head and a bikini. And Sylvie has also been judging as well. It's actually a lot of fun. I actually really love to see everyone's work. Paula's been entering, I think, every month, and hers are always a lot of fun to read. And there's a few others, I think, that I've noticed in here, but from Temporal and from other FCs. Even if you don't want to create any art, I'd actually recommend you go and check out what people create and let them know that you appreciate their work. There's a lot of talent in the FC, and I think I'm good there.
All right, thank you. Yame, did you want to add anything else about your mount farms, or did you cover it all already in your?
I think I covered it all.
Okay.
Just come through and we just have fun. That's it.
Yes, he loves mount farms. He has like almost every mount farm known to man. So yeah, if you have any questions about what kind of mounts, he is your guy for sure.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to cut you off there. Also, if you're on late at night, which is my prime time, we can farm mounts at that time as well. So.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we just started a new link shell called the Sword Night Owls. So if you're on really, really late at night, Ayame does have invite privileges because he's on a different time zone. So yes. So if you want to get invited, he can invite you to that. I can invite you. As we're getting more people in the channel, I'll be making more people the leaders so they can invite. But basically, the Sword Night Owl link shell is to help connect the FCs late at night because I've been on late at night and there's anywhere between like 35 to I've seen as much as 60 people across all 5 FCs before. So it depends on like how popular it is that night. Like weekends are obviously more than weekdays, but all in all, I mean, if you guys play really late at night and want to be added, it's helpful because you can just ask for parties in that link shell late at night, and if there's not enough in Temporal, there may be in other Sword FCs that could help you. We like went and cleared Ixion in this link shell the first night I made it, and we had all different people from different FCs end up coming to clear Ixion with a few other people on the server that had posted it, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning or like 4 o'clock or some weird obscure hour in the morning. So yeah, I mean it's kind of nice to have that. So if you want to be added, definitely ask Yame or ask me because a lot of times he's going to be the one that's online that late. And then everybody's talking about your accent, Yame, in the FC chat.
Sorry, mate.
Everybody loves your accent. Okay, so we also have a few other things. Perry, do you want to talk more about the glam contest?
Yeah, sure. So Saturn and I co-host a basically bi-monthly FC-wide glam contest. For those of you who have never participated in a glam contest, it's basically a fashion show. We put together a theme. Like I said, we don't have an exact date for this one, but I can tell you what the theme is going to be. It's going to be blue. The color blue is the theme. Blue mage, blue, whatever. The title is I'm blue. If I were green, I would die. That's going to be the theme. You put together a glam that you feel like embraces that theme and represents that theme. You can be as creative as you want, and then we have an event venue where everybody goes to, where we host the show, and it's streamed on Twitch, and you strut your stuff down the catwalk, and you tell us about your glam and why you think it fits the theme. Some people put on a little RP skit, but you don't have to. And then at the very end, once everyone has presented their glams, myself and Saturn and some guest judges that usually rotate, though we do have people that come back because they really like to judge, will deliberate and we will place the winners into different categories, such as most creative, best newcomer, FC leaders pick, funniest, sexiest, and other categories we make up on the spot because we feel bad and want more people to win. So, yeah, come on down. It's a great time. We stream them. You can find the older ones up on Twitch and on our YouTube. It's awesome, and you can win some really, really good prizes. And our prizes are usually good Mog Station items as well as expensive glam items in the game. So definitely worth your while, and hope to see you there.
If you go to the Sword Magazine, so Sword Magazine has some articles in there that's really good. We're trying to get consistent with it, but due to real life, it's just hard. But this month we have ask. Well, last month we've also had this as well, the last publication, but this month we have some things in there about people getting married, and February basically had just went by, and so just talking about like Valentine's. If you go to the last publication though in December, a lot of your very own Temporal members and or officers or honor guard, royal guard, there's information in there that's a lot with Temporal. So I was just looking through, and there's even like real life pictures of like Robin and Dectorus in here, and it looks like Apollo. She also wrote a lot about the Sword Cafe. She's a really good writer for the FC. So if you'd like to read her publication, she wrote in there as well about the Sword Cafe. She's also wrote previous publications about RP and Sword, and then we have the information about Sword Cafe by Number edition that Guario did. But anyway, if you'd like to check out the magazine, we're going to try to keep up with it as long as people are liking to read it. And in at least the December one, there was a lot of Temporal people in that one, or people writing for that one. So it might interest you to check that one out. The current one is also got a lot of really interesting information in it, especially the Ask a Thought publication part is hilarious. For Officers in Love, Mel and Shars were written about for their wedding, if you know who they are. And there was even a Valentine's Day recipe that was entered as well. So, yeah, definitely check out the magazine if you get the chance, because it's just, a lot of work goes into it, and we would hate to have to not do it anymore if no one reads it, because we put a lot into it. We also have highlights that we did. We recently did a date auction that we just finished this past last weekend. The date auction under event tab was the 2021 date auction. We had 48 people who signed up and were a part of it. Some of you here in Temporal may have been a part of it, actually. And it was just really fun to kind of like, as a social mixer, auction a person off for a 1 hour date and help as a fundraiser to get money for the FC, and also to those people that were entered. So we did an 80-20 split. So 80% went to the date and 20% went to the FC to help us fund all of the things that we do here. And we do that once a year. So it's only a once a year thing. So next February, we'll do another one. It's just a pretty big thing because we have to update the website, and it's just a lot, pictures and coordination and all of that. But thank you all in Temporal for attending that were able to come. And hopefully, if you guys ever want to go watch it, you can watch it. Perry put together a really amazing stream, and a lot of other officers in various FCs as well helped out with the website, handing out items. Like, there's just a lot of coordination that went into it. So that is the date auction on there. Okay. We also have, let's see. Am I forgetting? Does any other officers? Oh, rating. I wanted to touch on rating. Yeah, Flame, do you want to talk about rating?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Flame Zero. I'm from the Fallen Sword 5.0. I host raid learning parties on 2 times. I do a Throwback Thursdays on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do the current raid tier on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central Time. To do the current raid tier stuff, all we require from you is to have the 5.3 main story quest done, be the minimum item level, which is eye level 500, and have all the normal raids complete for the current raid tier. Basically, what they are is they're high-end content, and we host these in a judgment-free zone, as opposed to if you hop in Party Finder, you might have a less than ideal experience. But if you join these, I'm not the only one that does them. They get hosted on Monday and Wednesday, I believe, as well, by other people in the FC. But yeah, there's that. Also, I am doing this gathering project. If those of you that were around for the October sub gathering project that Akula and I did, that's happening again with the airships. That'll be posted tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that in the gathering channel. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you. And then Mel, she's gonna talk about a few things as well. So when you're ready.
Hello, everybody. I'm Melisandre Venge, aka Mama Mel from Eternal, coming at you here tonight to tell you about a few fun things that I am involved with directly or tangentially. I'm going to start with inviting all of you who identifies as a member of our Alphabet Mafia, that would be our LGBTQIA plus and allies, to join us every Monday from 8 to 10 Central as we do our Rainbow Runs. Rainbow Run is different every single week because you, the players, get to vote on what we as a group will do. And now, added to our fun, is our Pride PvP every Thursday from 9 to 11 Central Time. And that is where we go and we show off our PvP-ness, which is great. I'm also going to talk to you real quick about something that's close and personal to my heart, and that would be deep dungeons. What are deep dungeons? Well, they're just like a regular dungeon, except you go down or up, and you fight mobs, and get great story cutscenes, and when you're done, you get pieces of horror that you can have examined, and they turn out to be fireworks, and glam, and fireworks. So many fireworks. And materia, too. You also get the chance of killing mimics and hitting luring traps, which will bring everything to your yard like you just put down a milkshake. In addition to that, I'm also going to talk to you for a quick minute about my husband. That would be Char's Revenge, a.k.a. Mr. Mel, and his extravaganza of fishing. He challenges you every week to grab your rod with both hands, master your bait, and go deep for the fish that he has cheered you to find. He will tell you to grab the biggest or the smallest fish of the week. You post a picture of it and a random number, and you can win Gil. And how else can you win Gil? Why, by doing Who's That NPC? Every week, he's going to take a picture of an NPC. He's going to write you a little poem about it, and it is your job to find that NPC, take a picture, post it with a random number, and you can win Gil for that. So if you want money, remember, fishing, NPCs, deep dungeons, so many fireworks. Back to you, Saturn.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to touch on human darts really quick. Your boy is shy, so I will talk for him. Every other Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, your boy does a human dart event, and it is next Friday. It's his next one at 8 p.m. Central Time. So here's how it works. We are the human darts. You all will be the human darts, and your boy is the human bullseye. So he will choose a location on a cliff, on top of a bridge, a tower, some high elevated place, and he will stand at the bottom of it. We, as the human darts, have to thrust ourselves off, and we have to land on top of him as the human bullseye. Whoever is the closest to him as the human dart next to this human bullseye is the winner and ends up winning 250k gil. So it's a simple event where you can literally just get 250k gil. You can win more than once. So I think like one time, I think Tectorus, didn't you win like 2 or 3 jumps or something once? I can't remember, but you can make a lot if you get decent at jumping off of bridges and towers. And so if you'd like to come, it is next Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. It'll be advertised again in the FC chat. But sometimes your boy will even give out bonus stuff, like he'll do bardings. I've seen him do for an extra 5 jumps. There's a total of 10 jumps, so that's like over 1 million gil worth of chances that you can get. And his call is the final call for who wins. Tails from Fallen Sword assists him with this, and sometimes it's mounted jumps, sometimes it's non-mounted jumps, but overall it's a really easy game and it's a lot of fun to do. So hopefully you come out to his event. And Jeb, did you want to touch on Lily's chocobo thing or your stuff before I move on? If you're still here.
Yes,
Oh, there he is.
actually. Hello, everyone. I am Jebediah Spices. I am an officer in Mortal Sword 1.0. Every Friday, I host a Blast from the Past event. What is that, you might be thinking right now? Well, it's an event where we go back into the Alexander raids from Heaven's Sword or the Omega raids from Stormblood, and we clear all the content. Some weeks we decide to just farm the mounts in there, just various robots and other dangerous, machinations. But that's hosted every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I generally put out the announcement post about Tuesday or Wednesday during the week on what we're doing, and I try to alternate between the raid sets. So just be on the lookout for that coming this week. We're going to be going back into the Alexander raids. So if you need a clear or you need a mount from there, just keep your eyes open in the announcement section. Other than that, let's go to this Jebediah over here who's promoting the Chocobo thing. Ladies and gentlemen, frogs and folks of questionable nature, gather around for an event of a lifetime. Do you like to go fast? Do you think your Chocobo to be unbeatable? Are you the self-proclaimed best jockey in all of Eorzea? Well, now is your time to put your Gishel greens where your mouth is and prove it. Lily the Pink Fox hosts her Fast Feathers Racing League the last Thursday of each month. And for this event, the third event, is the No Pants Chocobo Dance. It is a racing event themed after Eternal Sword. For 10 laps across the racetracks of the Gold Saucer, you test your skills in a no-holds-barred race to the finish as you battle other competitors for the title of the fastest racer in all of Sword. So at 7 p.m. Eastern on March 25th, which is the last Thursday of the month, meet up at the Chocobo Square in the Gold Saucer. Lily the Pink Fox will organize everyone together, and the races will begin. And if you come in first place, you get 1 million gil. I mean, what's better than free money, right?
Yay, thank you. Okay, well, we're going to do promotions because we only have like very little time. So we're going to go ahead and get to the promotions. We have quite a few. And we even have an officer promotion tonight. So,
Yay.
surprise. So, we will go ahead and start with the Honor Guard promotions first. So, for Honor Guard, we have a few people who have been in this FC for over a year or around a year, and we want to honor you for your loyalty and being with us for as long as you have. So the first promotion of the night goes to Des Weaver for being with us for over a year. Thank you to Des Weaver.
Congratulations!
Yay! Congratulations!
We also have another one that has been with us for over a year, Riviana Press Store.
Hey, Riviana!
Yay!
Right.
Congratulations! Woohoo!
Woo. All right, another one, another two that's been with us for over a year. We have Vieira Knightley. I love that name, Vieira Knightley. That's promoted to Honor Guard. I don't think they're online right now, but we'll still promote them.
Yay! Congratulations! Woohoo!
Congratulations.
And we also have Jingshi Yura. He's like been in this FC forever. I swear, he keeps coming back all the time, which I very much appreciate. People remember us. They're like, Sword's still around. We're still here. Yes, come back. So thank you so much for being in the FC as long as you have.
Yay! Congratulations!
All right. Pew, pew.
Woohoo!
We also have another promotion that goes to somebody who's been in our FC since December. So some of the Honor Guard promotions will go to people who have been in our FC at least 3 months or more, but they've just like gone out of their way to join events or participate in things and just be a lot more active in the FC. And so we'd like to promote this person. They are really, really positive in the FC chat. They talk all the time to help people answer questions. So Zephyr Starlight to Honor Guard.
Hey, Zephyr!
Yay! Woohoo!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
And then we have this other Honor Guard promotion goes to this person who has donated consistently to our guild lottery, which we very much appreciate. It helps fund our guild prizes and all the things we do, right? Redecorating, things like that. So we'd like to promote L'Oreal Mirthhand to Honor Guard.
Yay! Congratulations! Woohoo!
And then we also have the last honor guard promotion of the night goes to somebody who helps out with the bard band all the time. Is just a really joy to be around. Very, very nice and helpful and positive and helps others. And we would like to promote Lisette Fontaine to honor guard.
Lisette!
Congratulations.
Okay, we have also we have several Royal Guard promotions of the night that we would like to do. So we have two that come together. For some reason, I'm thinking of Greece. I come together. Like, I don't know why that popped in my head, but they are a mother-son duo that help out at the Sword Cafe. They they end up going to do the books. They are running the book booth together, and they're she's doing the gathering, he's doing the talking about it, helping people with it, and overall they just like make a really good team together. So they're doing the book booth at the Sword Cafe later tonight, and we're going to promote Brilliadar and Trangeria. Oh man, I'm always gonna mess this up. To Royal Guard.
Congratulations!
And then we also have another Royal Guard promotion that goes to somebody who's been running Baja quite consistently on multiple times a week. And so we would like to promote Valina Vale to Royal Guard for her.
Yay,
Royal Guard.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there's a lot of promotions tonight. I don't know. Okay, so we also have an officer promotion that we're doing tonight too, which I will let the officer talk once they get promoted. So this person probably knows several of you in Temporal because they kind of like to make friends in other of the Sword FCs. So you probably already know this person, but they come from Mortal Sword over here. And they are already doing events for like lower levels as well to help out for any new people, because in Temporal we're really sprout friendly. We are very wholesome here, and so I think that this person will do a lot to help out with the lower levels, especially higher levels too. I mean, this person is level 80, so they can still help, but really like that they have the wholesomeness to help the sprouts whenever needed. And they attend a lot of the temporal events already, so they're already kind of like a sister from another mother to you guys. So they come from Mortal, and we would like to promote Elliot for officer.
Woo!
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Bing, bing,
And
bing, bang.
Welcome to the club.
I'll go ahead and let Elliot introduce herself and talk about what she's going to do as an officer. So go
Hi,
ahead.
as Saturn said, a lot of you have seen me around. In fact, most of my screen is orange right now from how many of you I have friended in my time here. As an officer, I'll be continuing to run my Saturday morning cartoons, which a lot of you know me from already, which is in tandem with the idea of the Breakfast Club, where we run things in the morning. But for mine specifically, I'm running 60s maps because there's a lack of, as she mentioned, lower end content. And I want to make sure that everyone gets the chance to be able to participate in events instead of feeling left out. Separately, I also help with the cafe and will be continuing to contribute to that. You will see me later in not 3 minutes, but probably a bit after that as Bucky Buckaroo at the Chocobo counter, where I will be giving away Chocobo goods for your leveling, Chocobo dyeing, and also your barding needs. So be on the lookout for me there. Separately, I'll continue to help out with anything around the FC, of course. And yeah, if you ever need any help with anything, if you ever see me on and need a fill, go ahead and feel free to hit me up.
Thank you. I will go ahead and have Perry explain the prizes. We're going to be a little late to Sword Cafe because of the meeting, but not by a lot. And so, Tofa, if you want to go ahead and log into your character at Sword Cafe so you can go ahead and open the doors, you can do that. And then hopefully some of the other temporal officers will be able to pass out the prizes. So Tofa is going to go head over to Sword Cafe so she can start getting things ready there. And then Perry, if you want to go ahead and explain how the prizes work, you can go ahead.
Hi, thank
And anyway,
you.
and I do want to say, like, any other temporal people, by the way, that like work at the Sword Cafe, you can go ahead and start heading there while he's explaining this.
Yes, thank you, Sad in return, for the sub 2 minute time here that I
Yes,
have to.
you're welcome, Perry Pennington.
Yeah, so everyone, if you're listening to my voice right now and you're a member of Temporal Sword and you are in Discord, please scroll all the way up to the top of Discord underneath the Welcome to Sword category. You will see a channel, the Giveaways channel, has been magically made visible to you. You will see that I've posted a screenshot of tab 1 of your FC chest during this giveaway. All items in the FC chest that you can see there are available, including any mounts, minions, emotes, bardings, and glams. Of particular importance, there is a row of flowers at the very bottom that are color coded, and they represent items that we cannot physically place into the chest. For you guys, Temporal, the yellow flowers are the grand prize, and it's the egg filtration system, which is a chocobo egg that hatches, has a chocobo in it. It's really cute. And the red flowers represent the new Washoy emote that just came out a few days ago. Orange flowers is the Eureka emote, green flowers is a million gil, and the blue flowers is 500k gil. There are also some mounts in the FC chest, including the Zoo horn, the Ufridi horn, and the Albino Caracool horn. To enter, just click on the streamer emoji underneath the giveaway bot there, and in about 10 or 11 minutes or so, that is going to roll, and 10 winners will be selected. If you are selected, you will be pinged in this giveaways channel. If you are pinged, you need to DM a officer in the Temporal Sword, not Tofa, and with your top two choices, and they will rush to the chest and try to get them for you as fast as you can. I say top two because it gives you a better chance of getting something that you like. It is a free for all. Whichever officer is able to get it out first wins, basically. So remember, DM an officer in Temporal Sword in game with your top two choices. If you win, you have until midnight to collect your prize. At midnight central, by the way. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you for explaining how to do the prizes. If you have questions, you can message a Temporal Sword Officer. And other than that, we will be opening the doors in a little bit to Sword Cafe. Like, give us 5 to 10 minutes to just set up really quick. And people are already gathering outside. And hope to see you at Sword Cafe. So.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for coming,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.